2.
Meet Dave of Delusions of Grandeur, actor, producer, and director of films like Tales of the Forgotten. He has come to assemble a team of freaks, geeks, and even worse, film nerds, to discuss films ranging from mainstream to downright crazy. There is Tammy car enthusiast and Dave's fiance, Dustin reptile expert and overall horror collector, Jake environmentalist and fine art film critic, and finally Brandon, a therapist with a love of film that can only be seen as insanity. Together under Dave's leadership, they are inside movies galore. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.
To heal. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting film journey here on Delusions of Grandeur. It's been a while. We were off a couple of weeks, allowing our good friend Boris here to study hard. But I guess he looked in the mirror one too many times, and he's back. To present us with a different kind of a movie, but it spawned, I guess, 4 films. So, why don't you tell us what film you subjected us to this week?
Oh yeah. So first of all, yeah, I'm sorry I asked for such a long break. Yeah, I had some exams, but the last one was on a few days ago, August 29th. So now I can finally breathe. So yeah, the movie I chose was Mirror Mirror from 1990. For those who don't know, it's not one of the Snow White movies. It's a somewhat, I guess, low budget horror movie directed by Marina Sargenti, written by Annette Cascone, Gina Cascone, and Yuri Zeltser, and starring Karen Black, Yvonne De Carlo, and William Sanderson.
Well, I know Karen Black. She's been in many different things. If I remember her correctly, her last role was actually in Rob Zombie's first movie as Mama Firefly, if I remember correctly. But she has played in many different films. She's very beautiful. For an older woman, but she plays the mother of our Megan here. So
that's her. Yeah, I get it.
I believe she played in a movie called in an anthology called Tales of Terror, where she played in a short film that has to do with a small killer tiki doll. And the anthology was produced by Dan Curtis, who produced Dark Shadows, which is my favorite soap opera.
That insanely long black and white one, right?
Well, it was black and white in the very beginning, but somewhere like towards the when Barnabas first started coming on, they turned to Technicolor.
Oh.
So
Well, Oh, sorry.
It changes over time. So
Yeah. Well, I can't believe that IMDb lists these three as the starring actors, but doesn't list Rainbow Harvest, who actually plays the protagonist.
oh, you mean Megan or the demon?
Megan, yes.
Okay, and I just gotta say, I was getting Lydia from Beetlejuice Juice vibes with her.
Ah, well, yeah, we could say so.
But
I
in any
I
case,
must admit I really liked her character and really didn't like how she ended.
ah, well, we all know you prefer happy endings, whereas most filmmakers don't want to leave you satisfied.
Well,
If everything was dory, there would be no evil in the world. And don't you like evil a little bit?
maybe a little bit. Well, in movies like this, I don't know, maybe I wouldn't have minded if she had stayed some corrupt version of herself at the end, which wouldn't have been quite a fairy tale ending, but she would have
Which,
still.
spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen, since we're already talking about the ending.
Yeah, sorry. Uh, yeah, maybe if she had become some corrupt version of herself, but if she had still taken all the assholes down and come out as the winner, uh, I would have been satisfied with the ending. Well,
Well, there's
okay.
definitely a lot going on in this, in at least in this first feature. A lot of it, uh, a lot of it might be. I mean, I feel. Well, let's go into what IMDb says about the film first, and then we'll get into a little bit of a discussion.
Fair enough.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, the synopsis on IMDb, we didn't say that.
Yep.
A teenage girl begins receiving black magic powers through an antique mirror that drips blood, not realizing the mirror is controlled by demonic forces. So I would ask if this is your first time watching the movie, but I know it's not. So what
No,
were
it's
your.
definitely not. I became aware of this movie back in college, and for many, many years, I was looking for a different film, and at the same time that I saw the box set for this series, um, I came across the title that sounded familiar of a movie that I have been looking for forever. But I didn't have the money for that movie or the box set at the time. And later I ended up asking some directors I knew exactly what I was looking for, and and I also later bought the box set myself. It became out of print for a time, so finding it at a decent price was terrible to do. I mean,
Oh,
um, and then I know the first two, Mirror Mirror and Mirror Mirror Two, have gotten boutique Blu-rays now, but the final two have not. So, um, and I know I've got Mirror Mirror and Mirror Mirror 2, the boutique Blu-rays of those movies. I just didn't want to like dig them out from my bins. It turns out that all four of them are on Tubi, so um, was able to watch most of it, most of it there. But I remember much of it, and I remember how creepy the music sounded, and I thought the bullying was pretty harsh too of
Uh,
Megan,
yes.
but I'm sure we'll get into that.
Oh yes, definitely, and that's why I must admit I was okay. I'm going ahead of myself again, but when you mentioned the bullying, I really got annoyed by Nikki near the end of it when she turned against Megan only because Megan gave a fucking bully what she deserved.
Right, but I enjoy it for the most part. I mean, I'm sure I'll repeat this later, but I do like the moments where you get to see out from the inside of the mirror. Where, like there's an effect that you can see the blood dripping down the mirror, and it's
Uh,
like you're looking out while she's looking in, kind of thing.
yeah, the
I do
demonic
like those
hands.
shots.
Oh yes. Yes, especially from for the year 1990 and the limitations of CGI, especially in independent production.
Well, this was
It really,
definitely early CGI, definitely. Because
yeah,
there was definitely some early CGI, at least in the very beginning.
whew, yes. Oh, huh, huh. So let's see. Uh, yeah, so this was my first time watching the movie. I discovered it. I think it was suggested to me by ChatGPT when I, I guess I asked for movies with. I think it was with plot similar to Frederick West. And it's interesting because this movie is about mirrors, and the director is named Marina, like the character from Frederick West. That's quite interesting.
Ah,
uh, yeah. So yeah, when ChatGPT suggested this movie to me, I looked it up on IMDb, and it was like, oh yeah, this is one I want to check eventually. So when I had to pick a movie for this discussion, I figured out why not this one. And yeah, like I said, for I do like the themes it explores, the demonic stuff, the taking justice into one's own hands for bullying and things like that. It's just the ending that really bummed me out.
well, the mirror
But
begins to do stuff on its own to those around her. So it doesn't just grant wishes; it protects the owner. Apparently,
yeah, well, yeah, there actually is some collateral damage, like the mirror killed the dogs, which did nothing wrong. And
dogs is in plural.
yeah, there were two dogs that got killed.
I didn't realize it was two dogs that got killed. I only saw the one laying on the kitchen table, which Megan
Yeah,
was
but
like, "Get it off the table."
yeah, but then there was another dog when that fat lady came, and that second dog also eventually entered the room. We didn't see its dead body, but we heard it screaming after. it got exposed to the mirror, and we didn't see it again. So I guess the second dog died too, and the mother also didn't deserve to end the way she did.
Well, and I assume that no dogs were harmed on screen as usual.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't assume otherwise.
Well, I looked up the director, and the only other thing that she's got claim to fame with is one episode of Xena the Warrior Princess. So,
Oh, oh, let's see. Eh, Wait, are you talking about the actress who played
no,
Megan?
I'm talking about Marina, the director.
Oh, the director. I'm sorry, I misheard. Let's see. Marina Sargenti. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Uh, Director of one episode of Xena. Interesting. And she directed some TV movie that also looks interesting. Child of Darkness, Child of Light. Oh, that one looks worth checking out.
But
Okay, sorry.
in any case, so uh, your you told us your first impressions, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and I think I kind of told mine. So let's go into the plot.
Oh, yeah. So, let's see. Where are we? Oh, yeah. So, at the very beginning of the movie, which takes place in Iowa in the 1950s, we see a woman apparently named Mary Weatherford who sacrifices her sister Elizabeth in front of the mirror that becomes the central plot device of the whole movie. We see Mary stabbing her sister to death on a bed, and yeah, if I remember correctly, we see her put a black cloth over the mirror after that, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, and then we jump to the present time
Well, yeah.
where,
See if I remember correctly. A sister basically was killing her sister to try to stop the demon and the mirror and the curse of it and all that jazz, and thinks that killing her sister like that it will stop the evil doings of it.
uh, yes, eventually it turned out that was the reason why she did it, which maybe we should have gotten more insight into that part of the story, because this way, okay, stopping the demon from the mirror is important, but still killing one's own sister for that purpose is kind of drastic, unless there is more to the story than we got to know here.
Yeah, because that beginning starts in 1950s, uh, and it's Mary Weatherford who sacrifices her sister Elizabeth in front of that large mirror, stabbing her to death on a bed. And then, of course, it's decades later that Megan Gordon. It's funny. She's a shy teenage goth, but the classmates call it punk.
Yeah, yeah, they said something like punk is dead or something like that.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, well,
which it was clearly goth wear that she was wearing.
yes, yes. Well, they
I mean,
were
goth is different than punk to me, so
definitely.
it's part of it. It's like a later generation of it, but it's definitely, you know, a different era.
Indeed. Uh, well, they were brain dead bullies anyway, so what do they know?
That would be a good song title, "Brain Dead Bullies."
Oh yeah, nice.
I know. Recently just did uh, a thing, a song involving like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre called "Dirty Diner." That was my more recent one. But in any case, moving forward here. So we're now in the present. What do you think about the dynamic duo of Megan and her mother Susan? I think that's her name.
Yeah, well, I think the mother wasn't entirely bad, but I think she was neglecting Megan more than she was realizing.
Well,
Later,
she was definitely more interested in her pooches.
yes, yes. Near the end of the movie, she did realize it and she tried to make it better, but unfortunately, it was too late.
I feel like she was having a midlife crisis too, because she was trying to wear something that a 80s teenager would have tried to wear.
Huh.
That green and black polka dotted thing that she was wearing the one time. I mean, granted, she looked hot in it, but I'm sorry, but
uh,
I think Black is a very good looking woman
mm, we could say so.
at this
Although
point in time. Still,
yeah, although I kind of found Megan more attractive, but okay, maybe that's just me.
I didn't find her attractive. I found her friend attractive, Nikki.
Ah, okay, yeah, Nikki was pretty too, but she was more typical.
Yep, she was more Felicia Pandolfi like for you.
Uh, wait, which one?
Megan.
Oh, who we could say so in a way.
Very, you have a very typical type.
Ooh. Yeah, I guess I do like I do like dark aesthetics on women and that confident aura and badass attitude and all that.
Teenage angst.
Oh, maybe,
But
maybe, yeah.
in any case, we got the mother daughter showing up while an antique dealer and an estates as a lady are getting the place ready for the new tenants.
Uh,
And they come across and uncover the mirror.
Yeah, they take it away, but it somehow magically reappears in the house.
Yes, it returns.
Oh yeah.
But um and I guess it returns in time for Megan to find it, and she falls in love with it right away. So the estate sales lady ultimately says, "You know what? I'll see if I can't work something out with the antique lady, and make sure that you can buy it." And she cleans it up, or maybe the maid does. I don't know. Because the maid comes in and cleans the room and whatnot. I'm not sure if she cleans the mirror, but I think the first thing that happens, like you said, one of the dogs it goes in. Oh, and the dogs, they are. It's funny. Susan, the mom, played by Karen Black, she is worried over the phone to a friend about how the dogs are going to be doing on their own, and they're just taking their cozy ass time, peeing all over the place.
Yeah, although isn't okay, I'm not entirely sure, but a dog peeing where it's not supposed to pee, is that not a sign of, I don't know, anger, anxiety, or something
No,
like
that's
that?
just a sign that they aren't potty trained or shit.
Ah,
uh, that's just pure unadulterated owner issues because you're supposed to, if you have dogs or pets of any kind, train them. And and what's funny is Susan, the mom, she at the time that the dog died, she said, "I thought of it as a person. If you thought of it as a person, you would have trained it to pee where it was supposed to pee."
interesting. I didn't make that connection, but yeah, now that you say it, I agree.
Oh, she was a terrible pet owner. I mean, she obviously didn't. I kind of feel and think that the father was like the financial head, and she's kind of a barfly, sort of, kind of a Stepford wife. I mean, she came in, acted all rich. She was smoking inside the house, and she literally put her cigarette out in the sink, which I'll be honest, I wouldn't have done that. Even
Uh,
and I'm a smoker, or was,
a cigarette in the sink? Well, yeah, it doesn't sound like the best idea.
right? But
Well,
I guess they like the house. They move in. Uh another guy, a guy that shows up. I'm trying to remember his name, but
uh, Bill Weezy, the new partner, that Susan finds, i- is he the one you're referring to?
I'm referring to William Sanderson, who was
Yeah.
originally on. He played Larry on Newhart from about 1982 to 1990.
Ah.
And he had this skit that he would do, because him and his brothers would come on the show, and they would fuck shit up on the show. They were handymen for Bob Newhart's character, and he would come up and say this. Hi, my name is Larry. This is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl. And it became kind of a running skit, you know. So I this was like one of his first roles that he showed up in a horror a movie. And it's funny. I think he was wearing kind of a mullet, and I always think of this phrase or a line when it comes to mullets. Business is in front, and party in back.
Uh,
Uh,
I didn't
he
know
he,
that phrase.
he looks he looks different with a ponytail. I guess he looks as uh, I would have to say as I remember George Carlin having the same ponytail and back. So, and George Carlin was a damn fine comedian. So, um, but in any case, I'll leave this back over with you at least to where we are.
uh, yeah, well, truth be told, I could somewhat understand Megan's anger about the mother finding a new partner already so soon after her father died.
Well, that wasn't the only thing. I mean, they moved into a totally different town
Yes.
house. I mean, she said that she was just fine with where they were living. You know.
Uh, yes, honestly, if I was in that situation, I don't know how I would react because I'm a very territorial animal myself.
Well,
uh,
if your mom and dad decided to up and move, you would probably have to move with them. So, would you be happy about it?
no, I wouldn't get the process of getting used to a new environment, giving up the house where I have lived for 34 years of my life. It would probably take a huge mental toll on me, and I honestly don't know how I would survive that mentally.
Yeah. What if your mom and dad decided to save up and move to America? That would be a huge difference.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Although
Although,
your English is doing pretty good by now, so
oh, thank you. Uh, Actually, I must admit I do owe that to you because before we were doing these discussions, okay, my typed English was probably good enough, but I was stammering a lot with my spoken English. I wasn't as fluent as I am now. It was it would take me much longer to put a sentence together in my head before pronouncing it. So this has actually been a great practice for me.
good. Now that we got that established, let's and you're welcome for the influence. But
Fair hoot enough.
in any case, I don't remember any owls happening in this movie, but at least it had some interesting vibes. I mean, we have a moment where Megan actually ends up having a sexual relationship with a mirror. You know,
Literally, yes. Yeah, she like
I mean,
uh,
she's got a demon that plays grab ass with her. You know.
yes, and she like touches the mirror all erotically and kisses it and licks that dripping blood and stuff.
But that's not before for several other things happen because okay, so because she moved to the new house and a new place or whatnot, of course it means a new school, and
Yes,
she arrives late to class first off, and of course her appearance to the clean cut preppies of the school end up becoming kind of like mean bullies. What she doesn't know is that there's a huge political thing going on between two classmates of hers, um, where I guess either one of them want to be like valedictorian or something like that. I don't know what
the
that.
I think the president of the class.
Yeah, which apparently was a huge thing back then, but um, I don't think it was a big thing when I was growing up entirely.
Oh yeah, neither here when I was growing up.
But in any case, um, you got that kind of rivalry going on between Nikki and I think what was the other girl's name?
Charlene,
Charlene, yes.
the
So
bully.
Charlene, once she realizes that Nikki is actually beginning to be friends with Megan, the new girl, she zeroes in on her as a way to uh, I would have to say enact her maliciousness and practical jokes that she thinks are jokes, but they're really mean.
Well, yeah, Nikki was already her rival about the presidency thing, and then this, yeah, Nikki became friends with the girl who became unpopular right away.
Well, yeah, and things begin to happen to those around her that do mean things to her. Like Charlene ends up having a nosebleed in the cafeteria.
Yes.
Her one teacher, who seems to kind of treat her with disrespect, actually, um,
Oh,
he has an asthma attack.
yes. Although, truth be told, I have seen way meaner teachers than him, but yeah, even he was kind of an asshole.
And I guess Megan starts to understand the powers of the mirror, but she doesn't entirely know everything that the antiques dealer has figured out either. And the antiques dealer tries to come back and pick up the mirror. She has no intentions of uh, allowing her to keep the mirror. She didn't even realize that it hadn't stayed in her antique shop or whatnot. The estate sale lady actually asked her to allow her to the young girl or Megan to have the mirror or whatnot and set up something, and she said that she would take care of it. But as she was reading all these journals and diaries of the sister that we saw in the very beginning, uh, uh, she learned of this demonic possessed mirror and everything that led up to her actually murdering her sister in order to, stop the evil.
Yes, that's when we got kind of the backstory of what happened at the beginning. Although, like I said, I think that should have been elaborated a little better.
And in a sense, the demon is kind of more like a djinn, because it allows three wishes to the owner.
Oh, where does this movie say only three?
Uh, well, if you read Wikipedia, that's what it says.
Oh, let's see. Three. Uh, a demonic force able to grant wishes. Yeah, but doesn't specify. Doesn't limit it to three.
It did in the plot, I thought. Let's see. Uh, looking. Grant wishes. Okay. Later on, when okay, Nikki becomes discomforted, and Megan's changed in personality, and so she then meets up with Mrs. Perfili, the local real estate agent, and Emmeline. It's Emmeline that she speaks to. And she reveals the content of the journal.
Oh yes.
And explains that Mary Weatherford sacrificed her sister in front of the mirror decades ago, hoping to release it. Okay. Well, I guess it's just wishes. So I thought it said 3 wishes, but I guess I guess it can give you a ton of wishes. But as we know, oftentimes when it comes to down to wishes, um, it's be careful what you wish for, and you got to be specific, very specific
Mm,
when it comes to wishes.
yeah. Although I think some things here the mirror did on its own, not because Megan wanted it.
True, true that.
I mean, at the end, it killed even her mother. I think she didn't want that.
Correct. She didn't really want that, but her mother. Let's see. What? How did her mother die? I'm trying to remember.
Uh, I think her something with her hand happened. Oh yeah, Susan has her hand mangled in the garbage disposal in the kitchen and bleeds to death.
No, yeah, that's right. I've seen that happen so many times now. I mean, I even just saw it while I was rewatching Supernatural, the series, where a guy actually stuck his hand down because he was trying to fix a sink, and of course it turned on automatically and mangled his
Uh,
whole arm.
It also happened in an episode of Lucifer, if you remember, in
Y-
season 2.
yes, it did.
Yeah, that was to me personally one of the the episode with the most interesting one episode villain.
But and I don't think after that dinner with the flies that the mother wanted to have with the one guy that she was trying to date. I don't think he came back after that, did he?
Actually, I think he did later on. Wait. Wikipedia doesn't mention it, but I vaguely remember there was this one moment when Susan heard some noises from Megan's room, but then she went back and the guy was there with her. Like Susan was, I think, having sex with him while, oh yeah, while Megan was killing Jeff, the guy.
Oh
The,
yeah, that's right.
uh,
Megan was actually using the mirror's powers to entice the boyfriend of the Charlene girl. And if I
yeah,
remember correctly, he was killed.
yes,
But then so was Nikki's boyfriend as well,
yes, yes.
Jeff.
Well, uh, Nikki's boyfriend was kind of an asshole to Megan, but I think this one, Jeff, Charlene's boyfriend, he was I think he was kind of looking at Megan from afar and showing some signs of interest in her, and then when she danced with him at that party, she thought he really liked her, but to him it didn't really mean that much, and that infuriated her.
Yep, which got the mirror on her side and off with his head. No, just kidding.
Uh, oh, well, he didn't lose his head, but he did get killed.
Yep. So, okay, so ultimately, Nikki starts investigating because she really sees a change in Megan, appearance as well as personality, and she cares. Ultimately, at the end of the day, and so she goes and talks to Mrs. Paraphilly and Emmeline, and gets the lowdown. And then she and Megan end up having a final like battle with the mirror, where she tries to destroy the mirror, but ultimately I think at the end of the day Megan sacrifices herself, and uh I believe it is Nikki who actually asks the mirror to just reset it all, bring it back to the beginning when things weren't so bad. You know,
Yeah, but that doesn't quite happen.
no, she finds herself in the same position as the two sisters did in the very beginning of the film in the 1950s, where she's holding a bloody knife, and there is Megan's uh, dead corpse in her arms, if I remember correctly.
Yes, yeah, something like that, I
So it's
think.
almost like the end is the beginning is the end, or the beginning is the end is the beginning. The circle of life. It it
or
it begins as it ends, and it ends as it begins.
or the circle of death in this case.
Yep. It starts as it began.
So, yeah, which, like
The
I said
circle jerk of death.
pretty much.
But is there
Like
anything else that we have not mentioned here?
uh, I was going to say, I got kind of annoyed at Nikki at that one point when she turned against Megan because Megan did to Charlene what she did. I mean, Charlene was a fucking bully.
Uh,
And
well, yeah, she was a bully, and certain bullies deserve a certain level of hell, or to be in a certain level of hell.
I'm actually glad you agree. I experienced a lot of bullying myself, especially in middle school, uh, both physical and emotional. So I I definitely I definitely know what that's like, and I couldn't feel sorry for Charlene at all. Like she, as far as we saw, she didn't have any redeeming qualities whatsoever.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't think she had any redeeming qualities myself, so I'm kind of glad that she got what she got.
Oh yeah, I'm glad we're on the same page. Although that other girl who was in the restroom, Kim, she also got killed. Did she get killed only because she heard too much, or was she participating in the bullying before?
I think she was participating in the bullying before.
Ah, then screw her.
But um,
Uh,
at the end of it all, um, let's see. What did you think about production overall?
Well, I think the production was actually quite good, especially not only because it's an older movie, but I think it was older and independent, which automatically means lower budget than what we are accustomed to. So, given all that, I think it was done pretty well, especially those moments with the mirror, and especially the final, to put it that way, battle against the mirror when things were flying around and everything going crazy.
Okay.
That that probably wasn't easy to put together.
No. And I thought the production was pretty good. I thought the mirror looked old enough. Uh, I thought the acting was pretty decent. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't all too hokey. I mean, Karen Black, played. She played the a role of like almost like complete utter blondness, and you could tell that she was kind of neglectful of Megan and
Uh,
a mother, and it's like they were so total opposites.
yes, throughout a major part of the movie, yes, but then she tried to make it better,
Oh shit!
which what?
I said, oh shit. You know, Emmeline, uh,
Yes,
the older lady antiques dealer.
yes.
That was Giovanni DiCarlo, and she played Lily Munster from the Munsters.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
God,
I
I didn't realize that was her, and she looked pleasantly plump.
in this movie definitely, yeah.
But okay, so not only was Karen Black a diva, but so was Giovanni DiCarlo. And you said you liked Rainbow Harvest.
Oh, yes.
See, was she in anything other than? Okay, she was in a movie called Earth Angel. Okay, she was in one episode of the Father Dowling.
uh, yes.
She wasn't in much, to be fair and honest. But
Yeah,
I guess she was in a movie called Old Enough back in 1984, where she played Karen. Um, Streets of Gold, Earth Angel, A Fever. A lot of them, the ones that she was in, were TV movies. But in any case, as far as production goes, like I said, I thought the shots from behind, looking out at anyone who was looking at the mirror, those shots were cool.
oh,
Um,
yes.
the demonic demon or whatnot that was inside the mirror. I guess the makeup was okay. Okay, the makeup on the dead father, the father that appeared to her.
Oh, yeah, that was that was quite a terrifying moment.
Yeah, it was a terrifying moment when you first see it, but when you see it again, then it's more or less um a little bit more more hokey. But the makeup on the dad wasn't too bad.
Yeah, and also I really felt sorry for Megan in that scene. I mean, she was missing her father a lot.
Okay, and the soundtrack. There's a small soundtrack with "I Am an Accident Waiting to Happen" by Scott Campbell, "Here Comes God," and "In My Arms" by Jim Walker. Now, Jim Walker, I was looking him up. I guess he has composed some stuff for the Tales from the Crypt TV show a little bit. And let's see. And then we got "Touching You at Night" with music and lyrics by Jimmy Lifton and Bruce Nazarene. "Calling Your Name," uh,
Nazarene.
Jimmy Lifton and Bruce Nazarene. And "What a Love, What a Life," uh, produced by Gene Avaro Sr. So that's the music. And I was trying to find lyrics for "In My Arms" just out of curiosity. Um, Evidently, it's the lyrics aren't as public, so I'm gonna have to listen to the song and get the lyrics myself.
Oh,
um,
there is okay, yeah. For you, it's no big deal since English is your first language. Personally, I sometimes struggle to distinguish words in music in English. I don't know why, but yeah, that can be difficult for me sometimes. But one thing that helps me nowadays is this little AI tool called Turbo Scribe. It can transcribe audio files, which it doesn't do it perfectly, of course, but if you give it a song, it will give you some lyrics, and then when you when you listen to it and follow what it wrote, it's usually easy to fix and fill in what the AI did wrong.
well, I'll have to ask you for what the name of that app after we get done.
I'm sorry, the
But
name of what?
the app after we get done.
Oh, okay. I
But
can.
uh, as far as composing, I actually heard some composing music in this. So let me go backwards, see if I can't find who composed for this, because I heard actual music, like instrumental music. Ah,
Uh,
Scott Campbell and Jimmy Lifton composed for this. Um, oh, I guess he was born in Detroit, Michigan. But yeah, Campbell and Jimmy Lifton provided some. Oh, and Jimmy Lifton was born in Detroit, Michigan as well. He had an apprenticeship with the master organist for the Detroit Symphony, and he attended the Toronto Conservatory and was one of the youngest attendees at the Berklee School of Music in Boston.
who? Wow.
Lifton worked at some of the most influential recording studios, including Motown's infamous Groovesville recording studio. Uh, Lifton continued his involvement in the recording end of the business by forming Orphan Records, one of the pioneering house music labels in the U.S. He signed 8 acts, oversaw the manufacture and international distribution of their product, and negotiated their artist and publishing contracts. Lifton's own work was nominated for Billboard Magazine Best Independent Production of the Year. He was signed to Atlantic Records as a solo artist himself after successfully promoting his own record to number 22 on the charts and having a self-directed produced music video that was number 2 in the nation. Lifton went on to produce numerous entertainment productions. As of 2014, Lifton has produced 16 feature films, overseeing all aspects of the production, distribution, and marketing for each project. He has negotiated feature film and record licensing contracts, both foreign and domestic, has overseen the collection of revenue, and has held the offices of the president and CEO of 2 production distribution feature film mini studios. In 1996, Lifton co-founded a THX post-production facility, Oracle Post. This facility began in Santa Monica, California, with 1 post soundstage, and has grown to an award-winning operation with 9 stages and multiple locations. Oracle Post provides picture and sound needs for feature films and television, and has a client base which consists of such industry giants as Fox, HBO, NBC, Universal, Disney, Nickelodeon, Paramount, Sony, Warner Brothers, and MTV. The Lifton Institute was formed in 2009 2010 to train out of work skilled labor and transform those skills to work with the movie and TV industry. The Michigan State Licensed Trade School trained over 200 students and had a job placement rate approaching 70%. The Lifton Institute for Media Arts and Sciences opens its flagship California operation in 2015 in the Valencia area. The studio lot is located on 4 acres, including 6 film sound stages and a post-production building. Jimmy Lifton has been nominated for 15 Golden Reel Awards and has won 5. He has been nominated for 5 Emmys and has won 2 for Outstanding Sound Editing, Live Action and Animation for The Penguins of Madagascar, and Outstanding Sound Editing Animation for Kung Fu Panda, Legends of, of awesomeness.
Oh yes.
So, interesting. Sorry. It was just...
That's fine. I heard some music with lyrics in this movie. Didn't pay that much attention to the instrumentals, but some of the actual songs sounded quite interesting, and I was going to look them up later.
Okay. Well, I think we're down to the favorite scenes and our favorite characters. So, who would be your favorite character and our favorite scene?
Well, favorite character, definitely Megan. But favorite scene? Oh, let me think. Oh, well, mostly the scenes of the bullies getting what they deserved. I liked what happened to Charlene at the end. Okay, that wasn't the end, but I liked how she ended. And what Megan did to Jeff wasn't bad either.
No.
Also, the dinner scene with the flies, that was kind of amusing. Although I'm glad that the that she didn't end up killing her mother's boyfriend because he didn't really do anything wrong, but the way she was messing with him with those flies was amusing.
Oh, so you think Megan was messing with the dude with the flies?
Well, maybe messing is is an understatement. I think she did have a more aggressive attention, but it didn't lead to any real harm being done.
Okay, so those are your that's one of your favorites.
Ooh, uh, I think so. I I didn't like the dogs dying.
Ah,
And the the final fight would have also been interesting if it hadn't ended so disappointingly.
well, to each their own. I actually kind of like the ending. The fact that the mirror was so evil, it wouldn't allow Megan to be let free from this evilness, which gives it more of a demonic presence to me. But um, like I said, to each their own. But
Whew.
um, as far as favorite scenes, I kind of got a kick out of the fact that she literally had an orgasm with the mirror,
Oh
and
yeah, that was
in order
interesting.
to show the mirror had a similar effect, the fact that it bled its orgy moistness down the mirror. Uh, don't ask me why, but I enjoy that part. Um, but um, any bully who gets a bleed and acts that way is deserving of it. I wish more would have happened because she deserves a certain place, a special area in hell for her.
Oh, pretty much.
But uh, I think those are my couple of favorite scenes. Um, other than that favorite character, I, I guess my favorite character was actually Karen, or not Karen, Karen Black's character, Susan.
Susan. Oh,
Yeah, even though
interesting.
she was kind of a dingbat in here. She was kind of a dingbat, but she was a lovable dingbat. I still think she was pretty good looking for her age at this point in time. So, in
Oh,
any case,
yes.
did you have anything else to add?
I think I didn't actually.
Okay. Well, this film spawned three other sequels, and I guess we'll see whether we continue covering them down the road. So, in any
Oh,
case,
it wouldn't be bad.
alrighty. Well, in that case, hopefully you ladies and gentlemen have enjoyed our discussion. If you haven't seen the movie, go out and see it. Right now, all four films are on Tubi, so you can watch them for free. So if you do, come back. Let us know down in the comments what you thought of our discussion and what you thought of our ramblings and whatnot. And we'll see you next week, as I believe we are covering Jaws, the final.
Ah, makes
Uh,
sense.
Jaws number 4. So,
Yes. Oh yeah, we we did do the third one. Yeah.
And I don't know if we'll be doing Jaws 5 or not, because that it's infamously known as Jaws 5, but it's also known as Cruel Jaws, and it was like a huge, uh, should I say rip off of Jaws.
Oh.
It's culturally cult. It's it's infamously known for basically ripping straight scenes from Jaws in order to make some of its films up, like straight Edward G. Wood type.
Makes sense.
And
The
I ended up picking up the Blu-ray a copy of Cruel Jaws, the one that apparently uh, I believe Vinegar Syndrome had been selling these for, or Severin had been selling these for a little bit, but then they were forced to stop because of some legality. So,
shit.
but so only so many of them were made. So after they did that all the copies shot like up to the roof. So some of them were like worth like 250. Some were going into the 500s. I was lucky when I bought mine for $99. So in any case, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week here
Mm,
on Delusions of Grandeur. Thank you for watching and listening.
oh yeah.
Say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night, all. Alrighty.
Inside movies galore, trust makes you just want more. We've had all in the world of media to explore. Horror, anime, or Curious George. Our love of new things was our reward. It is the best night of our week.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.